Hello, my name is Abbas Yabi, and in this video, I will be demonstrating my final project for my class database system. Right here, this is the SQL file, the file that I used to create my database. The database I decided to use was a car database. And in this database, it keeps track of the car, the company, dealership, insurance, as well as the owner. Right here, you can see it's the sample data that I inserted into the table. I just go into our console right here. This is our menu. You can display, add a new row to a table, modify an existing row, or remove data, or you can exit. Right now, just display the data. Let's display cars. And right here, you can see the car's ID, car name, type name, price, year, company, dealership name, and owner. This is also correlated to our file. If I were to display the table in here, you can see that all the data is right here. Now let's add subtables into our database. So I'll press 2. It will ask me which table would I like to add data to. Let's add it to a company. Let's go to our file. I have some data right here. All I have to do is copy and paste it so we can go a lot faster. I also put some messages telling you if you can leave it blank. If you leave it blank, it will be null. And I try my best to put in to catch as many errors. So such as if it's asking for a number and the user puts in a string, it will catch it and tell them to put something else. Now I will insert a vehicle. So I press 2, add. I press 1 for car. It asks me what's the name of this car. The car name is a Mercedes AMG 63. It asks me the type of car. This is a Roadster convertible. It asks me for the price. For price, just put in numbers, leave out comments. If I put in a comment in, I will get an error message. What is the year? This car is a 2024. Company ID, I can leave blank, but I will not do that. So I press 0. I press 0. And this is also, since this is a foreign key, the key will need to be existing. So if I were to put a number like 44, I will get an error. The key needs to exist, or I can just leave it null. And the last thing I would do is I would add insurance. What is the provider's name? This cannot be null, so I had to fill it in. It's Geico. What is the car ID? Again, the ID must exist. So I've already put 2. It's going to ask me if I would like to display the table. I will click yes. Now here are all the car IDs. Now, which one would I like to submit? I'll put 0, and it will continue. Now I successfully added all the tables. Now I'll press 1 for display. I'll press 1 for cars. You can see at the top, this is the car that I just added. I press 1 again. We will just look at the owners. And here are the owners. All of it is displayed. Press 1 again, and we can look at the insurance right here at the top. Now we will modify an existing. Now we will modify the row that I just added. So I will press 3. Which row would I like to modify? Just modify the dealership. I'll try to make this as specific as I can. It will ask you which row would I like to search by. It will ask, and it recommends using the ID. Now it asks me to select an existing value. Just put in 0. Again, if I put in one that's not in the list, such as 99, it's going to exit. So just go back, modify. And again, it also automatically displays the table so that user can see. It does that for each one. So you just put in dealership. Now it asks me which column in this row would I like to modify. You just do dealership name. Now where would I like to change the dealership name to? I would like to change the dealership name to Mercedes-Benz of Marietta. Press enter. Now if I go to 1 and display dealership, you can see that it has changed to Marietta. That's proof that it changed. Right here, Marietta. Now, just remove a row. We're going to remove the row that we just added. So I will go to 4. Which row would I like to remove? Just go to cars. I'll press 1. Which row would I like to search by? Let's search by car IDs. And that row has been successfully deleted. I'll press 1, press cars, and you can see that the row is no longer here. And I will go here. You can see that it has also been removed from this list as well. So that demonstrates the functions of insert, display, delete, and update. I also was required to use query, and query is right here. And the way how that was used is when I would display a let's say for example, car, it was displaying the company's ID rather than the company name. When I used query, it allowed me to display the company's name of each car, dealership, and owner's name instead of having the IDs, which I thought was a little bit more confusing. So that concludes my project's presentation for my class database system. If there are any errors, please let me know and I will address them. Thank you for watching this presentation.